What's going on, YouTube? It's Eric6554 here, and I'm bringing you another gun review. And first off, I'll start with a sensible prepping update. For those of you who have been following it, I haven't posted a video in about a month on that. I haven't posted a video in about a month period. The reason being on the sensible prepping was I was getting a little bit out of hand of buying every week, sort of. And I've also bought some stuff. Like the last time you saw, I made a pretty substantial purchase. And I've made a couple other purchases. I mean, I've bought 2 more firearms. So I'll do reviews on those later, and I'll tell you what I got. First off, I bought a little bit of ammunition since, but not a whole lot. First off, I'm going to shoot this and then do a review on it. This is a Taurus Model 82 .38 Special. It's a police trade-in. I paid $200 for this thing. And then secondly, purchased another Mosin Nagant. Got to take this out and shoot it and do some other stuff to it. But I sporterized it. Put an ATI bolt, ATI Monte Carlo stock, Leapers bipod, and a power line 3x9 by 32 scope. This is a round receiver. My other Mosin is a hex receiver. That's just a little update. As far as new knives go, I've got a SOG Trident, and I got a 3-pack of multi-tools, as well as some ammunition and some cleaning products and things like that. I don't know if I'll be revamping the Sensible Prepping series. I might not. Well, anyway, this video here is on my hand cannon. This is a Ruger Super Blackhawk. It comes in this nice hard plastic case. Bought it used. That's what I paid for it. You've seen this, and as far as my barbecue gun, of course, your damn Clinton compliant fucking trigger lock, which I don't fucking use. 2 spent, 1 spent casing for those nanny states that require it for sale. This is something I put in here to make sure I always had when I shoot it. It's a bore brush. And naturally your normal paperwork and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's get the gun out of here. It is unloaded. This is the 6.5 inch barrel in stainless steel. It is the new model. It does have the transfer bar. And this thing is a fucking beast from what I've shot. Some of the, well, I take that back. One type of ammo that I've shot through it, yes. I had to wear some gloves on it because that's my one complaint so far, is the shape of the trigger guard. This piece right here, the trigger guard, that point, sharp edge. When I'm shooting 240 grain Winchester jack-hooded soft points, hits me in the fucking knuckle every time. Standard. It's a 6-shot, 44 Magnum, 44 Special, obviously. It's got adjustable sights for windage, elevation. Cool thing. One thing that I don't like about the Rugers is the loading procedure compared to a Colt. It is a little bit more simple, that you just open the loading gate and of course use your ejector rod. But the thing with the Ruger is when you open the loading gate, unlike a Colt, when you open the loading gate and put the gun into half cock, the chambers line up. The cylinder is non-fluted. I actually do kind of like that. Keeps costs down too on these a little bit. These are probably the cheapest 44 Magnum you can buy on the used market, because the market is flooded with these Super Blackhawks. I know when I went every time I've gone to the Lucasville swap meet, as far as handguns goes, there is a ton of these. At least probably every table there that's got a handgun for sale has got at least one of these on their table, typically of different color and different barrel lengths. Disassembly for cleaning, very simple. Open your loading gate, pull the cylinder rod all the way forward, and your cylinder comes out. Very simple. Came with rosewood grips. Here's your cylinder, it's non-fluted. I've only gotten about 2.5 boxes through it. I haven't shot it a whole lot because the ammo is fucking expensive for this motherfucker. Wow. Right now, yes, because this is what I typically was shooting at from Walmart. But this one up to $40 a box. It's 240 grain. Jacketed soft point. And then I got a box of PMC. This is the last stuff I was shooting through it. This is 180 grain jacketed hollow points. These, I was surprised how light the recoil was. I mean, it was just blah. And of course, aim ran out of this ammo pretty quick. This was $21 a box. Well, should have bought more maybe. This is the ammo for it. Can't wait to try out. This is Privy Partisan. 240 grain jacketed hollow points. Can't wait to shoot this stuff through it either, because hopefully the PMC was pretty light. That shit was heavy as hell. But I'm hoping this was like $28 for the box. So I was contemplating selling this a while ago, but then I found out about AIM and saw what they were selling this for and this for, and it's not something I'm going to shoot a lot at the range, but I'll shoot a little bit. So the box will last me probably 2 trips maybe. I'm not the best shot with this, and don't know why. Let's see, standard single action Ruger revolver. There's a ton of reviews out there on it. Got the nice Ruger emblem on the rosewood grip. See? Ruger 44 Magnum caliber, new model, Super Blackhawk. If you have the old model, you do not. This you can carry 6 in. You don't have to carry 5. You don't have to carry it on an empty chamber because it has. Well, I'll show reassembly. This one's a little bit harder than my other single action, just because it's. Well, I'll put the camera down real quick. There we go. Just wrestling with the base pin, but see, they've made this in quite a few different calibers. It's considerably bigger than it's definitely bigger than a Colt for sure. Standard single action, it's like its own frame, but it's got the look. So, but yeah, because it has a transfer bar, it's safe to carry it with 6 rounds. You don't have to carry on an empty chamber like with a Colt. Let's see what other calibers this thing has come in. They made it in a few calibers. I'm pretty sure they made it in Super Blackhawk. Well, this is new model Super Blackhawk in the Bisley. Bisley's a little bit different angle. It was very popular with like Europeans and stuff. It's got a thicker hammer and a different grip angle. Let's see. Okay, that's the barrel. It's Super Blackhawk and Bisley parts list. Couldn't remember when this one was made. I think this was made in 2000. The Bisley has a fluted cylinder. A couple others do too, but okay, here we go. Blackhawk, Super Blackhawk, 44 Magnum. So 44 mag and 44 Special. Super Blackhawk convertible, it's no longer made. Made it in 4440 and 44 Magnum. Well, it's no longer made them. Okay, they didn't make the Super Blackhawk and 41 Magnum, they just made the Blackhawk. But all in all, it's a great gun. It's good for the money. I really like it. It's just a heavy son of a bitch. I mean, there ain't no way you're putting this in a goddamn holster and walking down the street unless you're a decent, probably a bear gun. I mean, 44 Magnum's a pretty good handgun round. Get some pretty stout loads, but if I was going to carry this thing, I'd probably go for the shorter barrel that's flush with the ejector rod. Just be easier for carry. But, I mean, when you pick this thing up, it does point well. Gun's been safety checked, Sally's. Trigger pull is very crisp. Doesn't have, you don't hear it, listen. Single click. Colt typically, or a Colt clone has 4 clicks. And you cock the hammer back. You know what? I'll get my Rough Rider out of the safe. Compare it. It's not going to compare on size, but somewhat this is a Colt clone. Damn flashlight. Okay. Difference from a Colt is it's got a manual safety, but it's got 4 distinct clicks. And to unload a Colt, half cock, open the loading gate, and see how the loading gate is flush with the ejector rod as soon as you open, and every time you spin, god damn it, chamber or the cylinder, holes line up. So I think a Colt or Colt clone is faster to reload than a Ruger. Now that doesn't matter too much because you're not going to do cowboy action. I don't think you can do cowboy action shooting with the Ruger Super Blackhawk, but I know the Valkyro you can. I mean, that's a disadvantage. The other thing is, I know for if you're a Colt, you're using a Colt or a Colt clone in CASS cowboy action shooting. Your stages are 10 rounds. If you're for your pistols, if you're using a Ruger Valkyro, it is 12 rounds. But I don't have a Valkyro. If I get another single action, it's probably going to be a new Bertie. Or maybe if I got another Ruger. I've kind of been eyeing the Blackhawk convertible in 357 and with the 9mm cylinder. But then I bought that Taurus 82, so I'm not too sure. I'm on another revolver right now. Kind of thinking of maybe doing a Sega conversion next, because, well, that's another video. Anyway, just a little informal video on my hand cannon. My Ruger Super Blackhawk. Now go ahead, shithead. Make my day. Anyway, it's X6554 here. And I'm out.